Are we going live? Is it doing
Oh,
it?
is it counting?
No.
Yeah, it's counting.
It is? Oh.
On mine, it shows 14
Oh,
seconds.
it's live now. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome
Hi, guys.
to Wednesday. How are you, Gail?
I'm good. I've been something about my left foot. So I got back from the meetup, had ant bites or chiggers on my feet. Then I got back and must have stamped in an ant bed here, same foot. And so I got like bites all on my like ankles and foot.
So I made a choice, a decision, and this choice and decision can happen at any time on any of our lives. I would like to gift Anne Philbeck with an apron if she would be interested.
Ooh, that's cool.
And just everybody keep in your mind that this can happen again. So don't think I'm leaving you out. Okay. So Anne, would you like an apron? Hi, Mountain Grandma. Hi, Ariella. Anne, Jennifer, Lori. I think Bob's in here. Rebecca.
Yeah, I've been trying to find Anne Philbeck's address because I had something I was supposed to mail her as well, and I don't know where her address is.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought I had it in my notes, but I don't.
Got it. But so today,
I have a stack of things to mail already right now. So
today she's on the verge of falling asleep, I believe. So hopefully, okay.
Anne is.
Okay, Anne, you get two choices.
Jennifer.
You get to choose this
Cute
heart one, or I hope she saw that, or this one. So the blue one or the heart one. And I do have Anne's address.
Okay.
And just remember, everybody, this is not, don't feel left out, because it can happen again. It will happen again. So,
yeah.
Yep. So today we're going to be making some healthier choice salad dressings that hopefully it'll inspire you. Yeah. So you want the heart one? Oh, the heart one. Okay. Awesome.
You want to say hi to the people in the chat?
Yes. Okay.
Jennifer Ocean Homestead, Simply Jan Homestead. Hello, Robin, Garden State so-and-so, Lori, it all adds up. Bob, Robin Hood Homestead, and Philbeck.
Thank you.
Did I get everybody?
Thank you, everybody. If we forgot you, I'm sorry. If I see your name scroll, I'll try to say hello. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope everybody's like doing well. It's been a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So don't let go of drinking your water and trying to eat healthier and trying to implement stretching or exercising, whatever you can do into your day. So that's very important. And I'm trying to build up the courage to do some, I'm not a professional, Friday videos of like a 15-minute of some stretches and exercise videos on Fridays.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. So hopefully it's okay. And I'll continue to have those coming out on Fridays. So
you saw my elderberry in the window. The one that has a bunch of roots on it that I showed. Do you think that one's ready to be planted?
I would, because if you wait too long, then they might not survive.
And when you said trim, do you mean trim the roots or trim the greenery on the top?
Once you plant it, like say next year it gets like 5 feet tall or whatever.
Right, next year, don't I put it in the ground right now?
Yeah, you'll put it in the ground right now, but if when it starts growing and taking off and stuff like that, it starts getting too bushy or tall. In the fall, so you can trim it down and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well,
they can get 15 feet tall.
I had done it and screwed up several times, and I said, well, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I'm like, the only way to accomplish this goal is to do it differently. And I thought, I've seen people leave stuff in the window and get roots before, even my dad. And I was like, and I don't have a cat that comes in the window anymore. So it wasn't a problem to do that.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, I would plant the one with the big roots, right away. Hi, how are you, Paula?
So it seems like I have a pretty good chance of actually getting a plant this year. Hi, Tammy.
Yeah, I think so.
Hello, Rebecca.
It looks good, right? As long as it survives the rest of the part, right? You never know. Okay, so what we're going to make is use today a salad dressing if you'd like, or whatever you want. So you get a bowl, and I'm going to add a cup of yogurt, whatever kind of yogurt you want. This is just vanilla yogurt. You can use a Greek yogurt or whatever, and you're going to put, the measurements don't have to be exact. Okay, so a cup of yogurt is what I'm using in my bowl. And then I'm going to add some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you could use parsley or something. So I'm putting cilantro in my bowl. And I'm going to put some squeezed lemon. You could use also either lemon or lime, because you know how some people don't like some certain things. So it's nice to have options. So then what you do is you just pour some, and you're going to make the yogurt. You're going to mix it up really well. You can put a little bit of salt and pepper in there if you'd like. You want it to be a little bit thinned down a tad bit versus what it was like in its yogurt form. And then I would set it in the refrigerator for, like half hour before you're going to add it to a salad or something like that. And it just looks like that. You could use it for dipping vegetables or something into as well. And that's a nice, healthier version of salad dressing where you don't have any preservatives or things like that. And just stir it up. I diced up the cilantro really well. You could add all kinds of different things into it. You can make it a little bit thinner consistency than that if you want. It just depends on what texture you like. So
does it have a sweet flavor because it's yogurt?
It's just vanilla, plain vanilla yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
Kind of like a little bit of both tangy and
sweet.
So it's like a, I would say perfect combo.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an option for a salad dressing that I wanted to share with you. Gail has another salad dressing that she's going to share with you. And then I'm going to show you a ferment idea that you can use some of your garden things or farmer's market vegetables with. So Gail disappeared. She's probably getting her stuff. So yeah, super easy, right? Easy peasy. So how's everybody been doing? What has everybody been doing and up to this last couple of weeks? It's been a little while since we've been able to chat and catch up, and I hope everybody's I know a lot of you are getting outside and doing a whole lot of gardening and things like that, right? So,
yes.
Oh, I've been busy. I put a couple trellises up and I was putting rebar in and using a level and making sure that they were like not all catty-wonky and wiggly and stuff like that. So I was hammering yesterday like from way up high. Bam, bam. I'm pretty good at hitting it though. Every time I hit it. So it was pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. Get your aggressions out.
It's empowering. No. See, okay, here's the thing. When you do something, you need to not be angry. You need to put your love into it, because then it'll last longer.
Darn, I thought you were supposed to take your aggressions out on it.
That's when I sing.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Oh, because my love won't get that hammer nailed in, but my
You
will.
just gotta, okay, I got this. Okay, let's go with your what you have. I'm gonna put
So
this
I did so I went around my yard and I picked up the different all the herbs that I had, right? So I put some borage, just a little bit of each, a little bit of sage, oregano, parsley, lemon balm, just like one leaf, basil, dill. I was going to do cilantro, but mine's already gone to seed.
Okay.
And so I did all of those. A lot of those have like vitamin A, C, antioxidant, good for your heart, digest, and all that good stuff. And then I added some garlic powder, pink Himalayan salt, and a little bit of powdered ranch that I'd made myself. And after I tried it, I thought, you know what? This would be really, really good with like a tomatillo, ground up in the blender with it, or an avocado to make it like a green dressing. But I didn't have those two things. But I did, like I say, add some seasonings to it. And then, so I've added sour cream and almond milk because I don't do regular milk. And so I got my salad made up here. And I'm just going to pour it on. And it's kind of just got like a green.
Oh, that's nice. Now,
green. But I think it'd be great with avocado, and just going to try it, see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
We just got like a basic lettuce and spinach and a tomato with a little bit of cheese on top for my salad.
Yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah, so there's all kinds of different ways you can do things, but you got to experiment and see what your tastes, what you enjoy, right? And so for tomatillos, since I'm a salsa freak, like I love making fresh salsa all the time, like mass quantities of salsa. Hi, Off-Grid World. Thank you for coming in. Oh, yeah, isn't that fun? The building collaboration. There's a lot of great things to see. Where was I? Lost it.
Tomatillo.
Oh, the tomatillo. So I would pull the husk off the paper wrapping that goes around the tomatillo and rinse them off. And then I'd poke like a little hole, like a little tiny slice in them, and I will boil them and then pour the water off and let them cool. I put them in the sink and let them cool.
Boil the tomatillos or boil the husk?
The tomatillos.
Okay.
The husk goes to the compost.
Okay.
So you can blend that up and make a green salsa. I always add it to my salsa, but that might be an alternative to adding to your salad dressing. You would just have to let it cool off, before you blend it.
Yeah, I have this really cool green dip that I make with cilantro, jalapeno, ranch, and sour cream, and there may be something else, but those are the main ingredients. And it's nice and thick, and you just eat it with chips. I love that stuff. It's really good. Yeah. And that's what I thought of when I was having the salad dressing. I was like, this would be really good with some tomatillo or some avocado in it, or both, Yeah.
So they're a green tomato, and they're supposed to be green, and they're not spicy or anything.
Mm-mm.
No. And when you grow them, you need to grow at least 2. They like, pairs. So
yeah, pretty much everything. I just grow everything in pairs because I figure everything needs to pollinate off of each other.
Yeah, for sure, right? And in case one doesn't survive, you never know. So, oh yeah, that would be delicious, Gail. Your ranch.
That's what I did. Yeah, I have that in my dehydrator that's right in front of me. I have my powdered ranch dip on some zucchini that I cut in thin slices, and it's been in the dehydrator, and it is now like a chip. So that's what I worked on today.
I'm not, but I think that there's I don't use CapCut, but I think there's a lot of like internet little twitches and things going on right now with a lot of different things. So all I can say is just try again later. you know? Yeah. So okay, so are we ready to go on to the ferment, and then we can talk about all the other stuff?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so what I did is I diced up some tomato. I use tomatillos or like paste tomatoes, whatever tomatoes you want. Garlic. I did, what did I do? I did some beets. I did some radishes and some cilantro. And here's a plate of my, and I put the greens of my radishes in there as well. So this is going to be a ferment. So with this one, all you do, you add no water or anything. You just pack your jar with your stuff. I layer it, but once it starts breaking down, it'll like mix up as you shake it. I'll tell you how to do it. You just put a pinch of whatever salt you want on the top, right? Okay. So you've got all whatever you want in there. I really like tomato, basil, and like purple onion and garlic. Ooh, yum. Okay.
Yeah,
so you put your lid on there and you shake it.
Give it a shake, shake, shake.
Give it a shake, 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 and a shake, shake, shake. And see, it's a good workout. Healthy goals. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to take the lid off, set it on your counter, and put the lid on. Just set it on. And then once or twice a day, you're going to shake it again.
Shake it.
And then
loosen it back up.
And so for 2 to 5 days is how long you're going to keep it on your counter. Okay. And then you'll taste it. So what I would do is I would use something and taste it on day 2. It could go longer, or that's good enough for me. So you can eat it when it's ready, just like this. You could add it to another salad. You could put it on top of chicken or fish or beef or rice or potatoes or anything like that. That's okay, Tammy. So yeah, so just shake, 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 just a couple times a day, 2 to 5 days on the counter. Make sure you loosen the lid after you shake. Make sure you tighten the lid before you shake.
Yeah,
Definitely. You can put, I mean, it's less amount of things or as many things as you want, any color of tomatoes. Yeah. And it's just a simple, I mean, it does take a couple of days, right? So.
And this is like a salsa? A fermented salsa?
Yeah, it can be like a salsa, a fermented salsa. You can, I mean, like I said, you could use it for all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, it's
that easy. You just wash everything and slice it and dice it however you want it, right? So that would be yummy. Add some pineapple in there.
Pineapple. Have you seen it where people take spears of zucchini and make them taste like pineapple? Where they soak it in the pineapple and by the end,
show us.
The zucchini tastes like pineapple by the end. Pretty cool. Hello, Howie with Food Forest.
Hello.
Lowdown. Yeah. Food Forest Permaculture.
Yeah, it's pretty yummy. It's pretty easy, especially if you're, I mean, so after it's ready and you don't use it all, make sure you refrigerate it. So if I only used half of it that I had leftover, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. I'll throw that in there. But it's easy. You don't have to have like a big refrigerator that way with all these things. You can just go to the farmer's market or outside and gather what you want. I want to make a raspberry fermented dressing. That sounds like yummy.
That would be good. Yeah, I've seen some raspberry stuff that was good. I need to kind of up my game a little bit. Maybe pick something that will vine, like grapes or raspberries or blueberries or something like that. Like see what grows the best here and try to grow that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I love.
You could go to one of the bigger nurseries, not like a small grocery store like one, but like an actual nursery, and go in there. And you could ask I'd ask a couple different people that work there, because sometimes one doesn't know as much as the other.
Oh yeah, like I have a local nursery and I do ask them questions. Can you bring up Jennifer's comment? I just wanted to be able to see it bigger so I could read it.
Okay.
Because it was kind of long.
Oh yeah, you can make zoodles and all kinds of things. Actually, zucchini chips are yummy. Also, dehydrated or freeze dried, however you dry out your zucchini, you can actually blend it into a flour and
I've heard of the flour thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can add it to, like, say you have all-purpose flour. You can take some of your all-purpose out and replace it with some zucchini flour, so it'll extend the amount of the other type of flour you use. Oh, that's a great idea. I have a pink lemonade blueberry bush. So it grows, it's a blueberry bush, but the blueberries are like a dark pink, and they taste like pink lemonade and blueberry mix. It's really yummy. I might try that with that. It's yummy.
It's like okay, I was gonna put it on like a necklace. Maybe it would be a better hat. Okay, there you go.
Are those the tromboncinos?
These are well, I wasn't sure if I should pick them, but I looked at the internet and it said when it's the width of a banana. So this part right here would be the width of a banana. Then the plant started looking a little weird. So I thought to myself, well, let me go ahead and get these two off. And then if I don't get any more, at least I got two. So I had two plants. I had one off of each plant. So this one got bigger. This one was smaller. But like I say, it was starting to look like something weird was going on. So I decided to go ahead and pull them off before anything happened. But I have a really good zucchini dessert recipe coming up. So if you guys are looking for that, I'll have one of those on Gail's Southern Living maybe next week. So these are my first two ever Tromboncino squash.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think you can grow those on a trellis.
Can you?
Mm-hmm. I would like to a long time ago. Now I can't think of what they're called. They're little tiny things about this big, and they look like little baby watermelons, but they're quite tart.
Are they cucamelons?
Yes.
Oh, I have seeds for that.
Oh, well, I'd like to try those again next year.
Maybe I can, when I open mine, maybe I can send you some. I could send you a few of those.
Okay, that'd be fun.
To do that.
Yay.
I want them from, I think I want them from Linda at another time. I think I want them from her.
Yeah, I had them a long, long time ago, and I thought they weren't too bad, But I would like them again because it's nice to go out in the garden and have those little snacks in the morning.
Oh, I eat ground cherries. That's my snack in the garden. A little ground cherry snack.
Right now, mine's raspberries and strawberries. And
I think about 3 or 4 every day and eat them.
And some asparagus. The asparagus is almost done producing, and I let some of them go to seed. The asparagus.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I actually pulled up my red kidney beans this morning. because I'm trying to get that area ready for something else. So I harvested the last of the beans. I cut each plant to where the root is still underneath. And that way it'll give those nutrients or whatever. And then I took the actual plants part without the seed and put it into a compost a planting container for next year. So, and I was trying to make space for my elderberry where I want to plant my elderberry.
Yeah.
But I want to try to get it amended a little bit, but I want to try to get that one at least in the ground before sometime.
I actually need to go maybe tomorrow. Me and my younger son, we go out and we forage elderberries, and right now they're flowering. So like everything's early, a month early, because normally it's the end of August when the elderberries are ready here. But last year it was like the end of July, beginning of August.
See, I'm 4 months in, so I've already harvested some things, and some of my plants are actually spent. So at this point, I can plant something new, or I can just start recomposting for next year. So it's basically up to me what I'm going to do there.
Sure. I know somebody must have some. I only have elephant. I have elephant garlic, but not.
What's the one we got from? The one we got from Jen was hard neck garlic. Is that right?
I'm
hard
not
neck
sure.
garlic.
I don't know. Ooh, Adrian's watching us on the big screen.
Watching on TV. Wow.
Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
So, yeah, just been busy doing a whole lot of stuff around here. We had 2 new baby cows born.
She's laughing at us, making the laughing face. Yeah, so I actually got to meet Adrian finally after 4.5, almost 5 years of knowing her. So that was just so exciting.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to leave her side because I was like, oh my gosh, I had to go back and forth between Jan and Adrian because it's like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
It was so much fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Fun stuff.
Maybe Heather and Robin and Tammy can make the meetup for next year, and Jamie.
Maybe you never know.
You never know. You never know.
If I become a successful YouTuber overnight. No, I'm kidding. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you never know. It could happen. She sang beautiful. So beautiful. Yes, Adrian did sing really well. I made Adrian do a duet with me.
Yeah.
They got me and Adrian singing on a video. I forgot who captured that, but somebody did. And I know I captured Margaritaville because I had Adrian was my cameraman because I knew you guys would all want to see Margaritaville. So if you haven't seen Margaritaville, I have that song posted on my channel. I have the monetization turned off just so you guys can see it because I thought you might want to see it.
I was just hoping you guys weren't going to fall off backwards with those margaritas. It looked like you were sitting and you could have went like.
I wasn't about to be trying to spill stuff all over. My glass was empty.
Nobody wants popsicle head Heather. They want the real Heather.
Oh, well, Popsicle Head Heather is actually already at someone's house. She went from the Ozark meetup. So the only clue you have is someone at the Ozark meetup has Popsicle Head Heather.
Well, I know that Jerry and Susan had me.
Oh, okay.
Is it different? Okay.
You weren't supposed to know that.
I was sitting, they did a live last week.
Oh, they've already showed you. Okay.
Yeah. I was sitting on the couch and Jerry was kind of feeling uncomfortable because I kept leaning on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Did y'all see the picture I've got of Jerry Butler where I'm standing over him going?
Yeah, I saw that one.
He didn't know because he was looking the other direction. So he had
Oh, yeah. She does need a birthday party because it's been 1 year now. She's 1.
She is. I see she's been glued together a little bit. She's
Oh,
she's gone through the ringer of Mel.
that's
Somewhere in
probably
Mel.
because Gail and Jan kept dropping her.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to give me you for the picture, and I said, no, Heather wants a picture of herself with other people. So then they ended up giving you to Kelly with Rebel at Heart. That way you could be on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm at a meetup.
Yeah, you're at a meetup. You got to meet somebody.
Right?
So.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be great if Ariella could.
Adrian got her booty band at the meetup. The one that we did the drawing for the thing on this channel.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about my tragedy on Friday night on my live?
Oh, gosh.
Can you believe that happened?
That's really kind of gross.
What?
It's icky. No, tell the story. I mean, like, wow.
I was sitting here showing everything, and I had the really cool knife from Puroki, and I set it over here. Well, actually, I put it back in the box and set it over here. And then there was something I wanted to open and look at, so I took it out of the box, and I opened the package, and instead of putting it back in the box where it'd be safe, I laid it right next to me here. So I went to grab something else, and when I did, it fell down, hit my back, stabbed me through my shirt, and I continued to go on the live for 10 minutes after stabbing myself with the knife. Then I finished my live a couple of minutes early, and I told hubby, I'm like, you got to treat my wound because I've scratched myself. I said, no, you did not scratch yourself. You stabbed yourself. It like stabbed into you. I was like, oh my goodness.
Like, I knew that it was the knife that I couldn't see it, but I knew it was the knife that fell off. And I thought I heard it fall on the floor, and I thought, oh, her foot. But then you said nothing, so I'm like, okay, she's just.
I screamed. I don't know if anybody heard it, but I screamed on my live. I went, ah, and then I just kept talking. Like nothing happened. I don't know why I was embarrassed, but at the time I was so embarrassed.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, why didn't you tell everybody what happened to you? But yeah, I snapped myself on the live. That was good. I really did do that.
That was a good cover up because when I got stung on my, on my forehead, I go, oh, ow, like that or something like that. And I was on a live.
Go back and listen to the last 10 minutes because I did actually scream. Huh. And people noticed it because you said you saw it fall off the thing. You saw it or you heard it. How did you know it was the knife?
Just by the sound of it falling on the floor. I'm good at like what sounds are when I hear them drop. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was the knife. Yep, I
think it's from doing childcare.
I stabbed my own self. Well, it's better to stab your own self in the back than someone else to stab you in the back. Hey, you know that thing about, hey, if somebody's going to talk about me, I'd rather be there? That is totally a myth. Because I was in a room one time where people were talking about me as if I wasn't there. Let me tell you, that's worse. It's funny now, but at the time, it was awful. But no, talking about you when you're there is worse. Please talk about me behind my back and not in front of my face. Because I don't need to know your opinion about me. I don't need to.
I would intervene. Yes, I would. But That's me.
Yeah, I know.
But I wouldn't be mean. I would be like, hey, you're right, whatever they were saying. How about when you
I
do
should have
whatever?
talked about it as if it weren't me and just added on to it to make fun of them, kind of. I don't know. There's a million other things I could have done to make it better,
You
but
the
I
most
just made it worse.
the right thing, right? Just
It's hard to know what to do, but I think God realized I was in a bad situation and I was never going to leave that job. And so I got the injury and God took me out of it. And I would get mean if someone hurt you. Yeah. Well,
yeah, you'd have the slipper club.
the
coming.
people at that job were just, I don't know how to explain it except for to say,
Clicky.
I think I didn't click with them because I was trying to follow a path of faith, which some people believe me to be goody goody. Well, if you knew anything about my past, and Heather does, I am not even remotely goody goody from my past. I did quite a few things.
I know
Okay?
I was not wild. Gail
She
was
was
wild.
a good one. I
I
was not
mellow.
not bad,
stayed
bad naughty, just
trouble.
kind of naughty, you know?
I was me. Exactly me now. Really.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun doing the slipper club picture. That was really fun. And then you know, it was just kind of in the moment. It was the very last day. We almost didn't get the slipper picture done. So on the very last day, we're calling Adrian the morning of, and we're like, Adrian, you got to bring your slippers. I actually wore my slippers because I didn't want to like forget them.
I kept telling everybody, don't forget your slippers. Don't forget your
I brought them. We all brought them. We just had, we probably should have taken it Friday night before it got dark.
You guys did it, and it looked really good.
We did a fireside chat Friday and Saturday night. And then Beth with BNS Odyssey actually put her naked foot in there. And that's when we decided to do the slipper naked foot, you know, like little pattern thing. Yeah, so that was fun. We had a blast, and that picture was so unique. I don't know whose original idea it was to do the slipper, but that picture came out so cute, and everybody just thinks it's cool, so cool. And if you look at my Facebook picture right now is the slipper picture. That's my Facebook.
That'd be cool to make some stickers with that.
It would be so fun.
Right?
Totally. And then hand it out next year at the Ozark meetup. Wouldn't that be fun?
Right?
Yeah, that was a blast. So after I got back from the Ozark meetup, I decided that we're going to go to Pinecone Fest in October, and I don't want to give out the same sticker that I gave out at Pinecone Fest. So I designed a picture. Hubby designed a temporary logo. I'm not going to use it as a logo, but he designed a sticker for Pinecone Fest that I'm going to hand out at Pinecone Fest.
That would have been cute.
So that'll be
a better idea.
Oh, that would be fun. Or like the little bears or
a big
like
teacup
or something. Huh?
Put it on a big teacup or coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have our slipper club tea or coffee.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Hi, Charles.
Galveston.
He's been working a lot.
You ever, wait, pull up Penny's question real quick. I didn't get to read it. Have you ever pulled the string yet on your...
So did you take it out of the box yet, Gail? Or is it collecting dust? What'd she send you?
Was it from the meetup?
Yeah,
I
right.
need more information.
With the slipper, but my feet aren't on there, so that's not fair. But I'd still use it.
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's still. Yeah.
I should print out fake feet to put on Popsicle Head Heather.
Yeah, if you had a person that could like insert, maybe like Bushcraft Family could like insert the pictures of the people that were missing, maybe that would be neat.
Yeah, that would be fun. Who would not want a Slippery Club mug, right?
Oh, the keychain. Yes, I have used.
Keychain.
Yeah, I do have my keychain laying on the counter with my keys so my hubby can put it on my keychain. Okay, I was just making sure. When is Pinecone? It is in October. Pinecone Fest is in October. Like middle October.
So Charles.
Oh, it's not an alarm. Oh no, I have not pulled the alarm. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, I'm not
confused.
It's good to know that it's there because I didn't know it had an alarm in it.
What? I don't understand.
You want me to show you?
Yeah. I'm confused. Okay, intermission. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. So, there was a movie that I put out on Monday. It went over really well. I have another movie that I'm putting out next Monday.
A movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, a movie. Oh, like
but I'm not going to give away the title for the next movie.
So this is the keychain part, and then it has you push this.
Okay, I remember you showing that. Okay, now I get it.
But I guess if you pull this, it's an alarm.
Really? Do it. How do you turn it off?
I'd be the one listening to it for 3 hours straight, so. Oh, I know. Well, if you watch the live, the whole live on Friday was just showing what I got at the Ozark meetup.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, but I didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, if I failed to say your name, Penny, on Friday Night's Live, I apologize because I tried to text Jan, who is this from? Who is this from? Who is this from? Because I was trying to say the names of everybody who gave stuff.
Oh, you put it back into the keychain. See that, Gail?
You put it back to turn it off.
Well, do it.
Thank you. Let's should I do it, Penny? Should I do it, Jan? And if I do, it needs to be at the very end. I'm just saying, because it might get really loud. And when I have things yelling at me, sometimes I can't concentrate. So it could be that I like panic.
She says yes.
Pull it?
Pull it. Just make sure you put it back in. Do it. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
No, don't be loud.
Do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So now you know if there's a creeper, you pull that out.
No, it's not.
And you're like, creeper, creeper, creeper.
I did. I put it back in without freaking out too bad.
That's funny. That's me like when I pop open, like if you
ended up with 2 of them, so my hubby has one too. So I'm gonna have to tell hubby what it is. His is black, and I took the purple one.
Don't tell him what it sounds like or anything. Just tell him to pull it out.
Okay, well, or he might have heard it, but it's possible.
Whenever I buy like crescent rolls in a can or something, and I go to pop them open, I'm like, because it goes, you know. I don't know why. It's scary to me. That's funny.
Yeah. It's hot. Yeah. It's hot. It's hot in here. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I'm working on trying to get my grow station set up for the fall. So hubby ordered me a new hydroponic system for Mother's Day.
What kind of stuff are you growing, Gail?
I'm going to grow lettuce, and herbs and roselle. And then on the very bottom shelf, I'm going to put my existing grow light in a pot with dirt, and I'm going to put the grow light over it, and I'm going to grow. So I'm going to have micro dwarf tomatoes and lettuce, and then some other things. I don't know what else. That's scarier than 2 biscuits. Yeah, 2 biscuits. Yeah, where you got to pull the thing and it goes. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. At first, I was like, 2 biscuits. Now I know what you're talking about. Like the cheap biscuits.
Well, here in Oregon, at least in my part of Oregon, it's been perfect. It's not too hot or too cold.
Gosh, it was so much cooler in Missouri than it is in Texas. Like, Jan and Linda were wearing like long sleeve shirts and like 2-3 layers worth of shirts. And I'm like, there's no way I could wear that much clothes. I would be just burning up, man. I was in shorts and huh? What?
She said it would be fun to hide around the corner and set it off for a friend or a family member and laugh at the videotape it.
Hey, yeah, that does sound fun.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
My brother would be.
Do it to your husband.
To my hubby. Go lay it down on the tray table.
I was out in the sun for hours and hours, and I was like burning. I was so hot because I was out there hammering.
Yeah, it is hot. It is hot in Texas.
Whacking it, cling, 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 echoing.
You have to just do what you're going to do right first thing in the morning or right before dark. You have early or late. You can't.
I'm so glad. Yay. I love that. See? She was asking me on another live, what are you doing alive again? Like, where have you been?
I want you to do that to Kevin. Gail.
I was thinking about Penny because I haven't seen Penny for a while either. I've been thinking about a lot of people. I'm like,
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it is a funny prank. Yeah, Jen's taken off some weight. She's thinner than she was last year at this time, but I think she got pretty sick in the fall winter time and took off some weight. So I can give her some of mine gladly.
I think the best thing to do, because the charts I think are stupid. They say if you're this age and this height, you are male or female, whatever, you should be this weight. And I don't agree with that. Because if I took somebody my height and my age and my weight, right, who doesn't eat healthy at all, who sits around drinking coffees and, you know what I'm saying? Like the muscle tone difference is going to be different. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So if you took Gail, you know, somebody your age, your height, your weight, who has a completely different lifestyle, yeah, I know bushcraft is going to be like Jan. How much have you lost so far? I heard you were talking about it in your video this morning, Charles.
Is he back on the carnivore eating only meat diet? I think he's doing this in session. He'll do it, lose some weight, and then go regular, and then do it again. I think that's what he's doing. He's doing it in increments. Just be yourself.
What's that mean? What were we talking about? I know what it means, but what does it pertain to? I lost it. Or something. Wow, really? I didn't even know you had that. But that's awesome.
100
no
pounds.
wonder you're feeling better and good. I like your plan too.
You must have hit it very well, Charles, because I didn't think you had that much to lose.
I have a whole kid to lose. Yeah, nope, not to say it.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. So 165. How tall are you? I don't even know how tall he is. You know, it's so weird when you see
tall are
people sitting, like, to me, right here, the angle that we're at right now, I would think you would be a little bit taller than me.
But I'm not. You're taller than me.
I'm not taller than you.
I'm like 5'3", and you're what, 5'9"?
I'm 5'8.5".
Yeah.
Oh, 6 foot. So you're a little skinny, but you have
Taller
muscle.
than I thought he would
Put some
be.
more muscle on.
He's taller than I thought he would be too. You have no idea when you see somebody on a video what they really, how
Yeah.
tall they really are.
I
Hi,
would-
Kevin from Tuber Chat. Welcome in.
Hi, Kevin. I would
Kevin
be
says,
the
word
giant
up.
at the
No,
meetup.
no, he said, yeah, he said, word up.
I would be the giant at the meetup. Ooh, you know, Popsicle Head Heather could have a body. I could make a paper drawing of myself, and then you just fold it up, and then she unfolds. So
We could duct tape you to a robot, and you could just kind of go around. You know, like Big Bang Theory when Sheldon put himself on the robot.
My dad bought a little robot thingy back when I was a kid, and it had like a little tray, and it would go around. You had to use like a remote because
Yeah, that was hilarious. He was just as annoying as a robot as he is as a human. Checked, nothing there for Pinecone Fest. Adrian, I believe Pinecone Fest is October 10th, 11th, and 12th, if I'm not mistaken. 5'6". Yeah, Jen's a little taller. I know Adrian's taller than me. About your height, yeah, like 5'3", 5'4", something like that.
I'll be the giant. Hello, I'm Heather. I'm here at the meeting. So, I would have to like kind of like sit or stand in the background or something. I don't know.
Let's see, October
I wouldn't want to be like 5, like so
October 10th, 11th, and 12th, Adrian, officially. I have it on my calendar because the channel that does where do you find the info? I can send it to you. The channel called Heard That, HERDTHAT Heard That is the channel that does the meetup. Heard That and At Home with Tom and Rhonda. They're the channels that do that. She's 5'2". So Robin could even be just a tiny bit shorter than me, maybe. A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. One of my good friends, she's 5'1". So whenever we would go shopping together, she'd be like, point. She'd just point to the thing.
Sometimes I have the hardest time getting things off the shelf. I can't even imagine what the people that are like 4'9" or 4'10" do, because I'm having a hard time at my height, and I could only imagine.
Little people, all my friends are always little shorties, and little people, they figure it out. Like,
oh yeah, you stand on stuff, but technically
these things
you're not supposed to stand on the shelf and hold on at Walmart to get something. Ankle biters, okay? Are you calling me ankle biter like a little dog? What? What are you saying, Charles?
Is she a Chihuahua?
Yeah. What am I, a Taco Bell dog?
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Remember that commercial? The little Taco Bell dogs?
Oh. Well, just make sure in the winter that you layer lots of clothing, Penny, so you don't blow away. Well, hopefully.
5'7", 5'1".
Yeah, it's fun.
Stuff off the top shelf. Yep, that's me. That's me. Are you?
Yeah, I think that, like, So I
I
heard
looked something up on
say,
my phone and I totally forgot what I was going to look up.
oh, where to find the meetup?
Oh,
What's that it?
the name of the channel maybe
Oh,
for Adrian.
oh, she just put a link for the Pinecone Fest. Whoops. Every time I go to click on it, it moves to the next one.
Yeah, heard that. There was a live.
That does count as exercise. Now do it 10 more times.
7 months ago. That doesn't sound. Oh, it was on. It was on the other channel, At Home.
Yep. So, wow. Really? Whew. Yeah, let's see, my oldest son is like 5'11". My oldest daughter, she's like 5'7.5", 5'8". And then my third child, which is a girl, she's like 5'10". She's tall. And then Dakota, he's my height right now. But my kids start off slow. Dakota's going to be 16. They're tiny. They're like little bean.
Yeah, 16. He's still got 2 more years to grow, at least. Adrian, I sent the link to
At Home. All my friends are short.
Huh?
I told you all my friends are short. Everybody's short. Or I'm just super tall.
You just want to be the queen and tower over us.
Not really, but then you know what?
People,
if we all go shopping together and there's a crowd, I can tell us where we need to go because I can see.
You could see.
I'd be like, everybody go to the left.
Well, you could just charge money to go shopping with us because you could get all the stuff on the high shelf. Yeah, it is a challenge, just a little bit. There's really only a few things on the top shelf. Usually it's only one time you need something there, but every once in a while.
The kids section. I used to be able to get the kids' shirts when I was after I had my third kid. I used to be able to get like the tank tops and stuff like that in that area.
Oh, you were little bitty. I can wear shoes from the little girls department.
Not me.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good thing, but I can. Like if you pick a bigger size of girl, I can actually wear their shoes. I can like go in there and be like, "Ooh, I love those sandals. They're so cute," and wear them.
I wear like a size 9. Cute. Wow.
From Keto, yeah.
It's hard for me to like buy all the things. I don't know. I'm the person that doesn't eat until I'm hungry, which isn't that often.
She'd like to have a diet of
simplicity,
salsa and chips 2 times a day, lunch and dinner.
Just once a day is fine.
Once a day, and no dessert. She doesn't want any dessert either. I like chips and salsa too once in a while. Yep, I do. Sometimes I get a little carried away on the chips and salsa and then don't want the food, but
yeah, they do that here too. They put all the things that people want, the fun stuff up eye level so that people are like, oh yeah, I need that candy bar, that whatever.
Yeah, the stuff they don't want you looking at, it's either really low or really high on the shelf.
Now,
Yeah.
I could do dehydrated chips, like make my own, like with zucchini and stuff like that. I could be okay with that. Wow, you're little tiny itty bitty. When we meet up, I'll sit on you so you don't blow away. Aw. Yeah, you're just so small. You're little. I will be the giant.
You'll be the giant.
I will be the giant. Yeah. Yeah, when I met my husband, I was 115 pounds.
I understand. I wasn't even 100 pounds when I left high school. I was little.
15. I stayed 115 for quite a while, even after the first couple of kids. And then a couple surgeries later.
Meaning having kids or different surgeries? Did y'all hear that? My hubby just pulled the pin out.
Yeah, he got you. You snooze, you lose.
I know, right? Did you see that, Penny? Really?
He was
hey, when you're not thinking about it, I'm going to do it to you. When you're
naughty,
concentrating on a documentary or playing a video game, I'm going to do that to you.
Yeah, you need to get him back now, Gil. Revenge.
Mm-hmm. Revenge is best served cold.
You got to wait a bit, though.
Yeah, like not today. Today would be too easy. Today would be hard because he's expecting it. But yeah. I turned on my oven because we're going to have a cauliflower crust pizza for dinner.
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah, some people are so thin that after kids, they have more shape. Like me, I didn't get why I already had hips before because I'm like I'm shapely. Anyway, so I've always had shape. My body didn't change other than after the surgeries after kids. Put weight on.
Oh. Yep. That happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a lot so I have a lot more muscle now than I did. I just have some camouflage.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
What does it say? What did Ariella say in her comment? I can't see it from here.
Which one? Who?
Ariella.
Oh.
Right.
Ooh, we're going. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, let's get back on topic.
Good idea.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Adrian's like, let's get back on topic. What is everybody's goals for this week? If you have not, or have not been doing, whatever you want to say, some things, what do you need to do? Yes, muscle weighs more than fat, and it's smaller than fat. So
yeah, I think just to get back on my walking schedule for me will be my goal for this week.
I'm going to try to do my Friday morning workout, stretch workout stuff. I'm just going to do me, and if anybody wants to see.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get some of my clothes hydrated too, because that'll be things I can use in the fall and winter. There's a tray right there, babe. You know how men operate, right? You hand them Give them a pizza, and instead of putting it on the tray, they put it straight on the
Rack.
rack. Yeah.
Yes, stretching is very important. Keep
That looks like
moving.
something your hubby would do.
Stretching.
Keep moving. Yeah.
Actually, I was telling a friend of mine that when she gets into bed to take her feet, so you get in bed and you lay down and you stretch your feet. I don't want you to see my feet, and I don't want to put them way up here. So you stretch your feet. When you first get into bed, they're talking junk over there. And then before you get out of bed, you do that again every single day, and it helps your circulation. What was he saying?
Pizza.
Now I don't even know.
Put my pizza on the rack. You do that too, Adrian? What? Yeah, I remember watching Adrian making her waffles in the cabin. That was really cool. And it made me want waffles and whipped cream and all that to put on stuff. I work out every day with yoga. Well, you can make your own whipped cream with heavy cream, vanilla, and whatever sweetener you want. Or you can leave off the sweetener and just have it with the vanilla and the cream. You just keep going until it gets thick, but not too thick, because then it turns into butter. But you can make your own whipped cream, and it is so delicious. Stretch before you go to bed. Huh. Why do you stretch before you go to bed? Tell me, Heather.
Because it gives your joints and bones oxygen. And so your muscles tend to not be as sore later on.
Oh.
That's why you stretch before doing
I know that
exercise or a project. And right now I'm doing a lot of physical therapy at home for my whole neck and shoulder. And it's not really my hip, it's my, I don't know what you call it, the bone in your booty, top booty.
Gluteus maximus bone. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe something like that.
That connected to your sciatica?
Yeah.
That bone there?
So anyways, I have specific exercises
best.
I have to do to make it better from my fall 2 years ago. Yeah, kind of my tailbone, like next to the tailbone.
Yeah, tailbone.
Yeah. So it's getting better though. I mean, I still do all my normal things, but I'm doing a lot more extra stretching and specific stretches to help it not be so sore.
Yeah.
So then that way I don't have to, because I suck it up and deal with a lot of pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of us do. Most of us do have a lot of pain that we deal with in life. The older you get, the more of that you have. So.
Well, mine's from my the thing. But yeah, I want to get a rebounder. I'm really excited. I want to do that, and I want to get a treadmill, because walking backwards on a treadmill, or you could walk backwards in your house, but I don't feel comfortable walking backwards outside. I'm going to fall and break my neck. If you walk backwards, sometimes your hips get out of alignment just from everyday like walking and usage. So walking backwards helps so your hips stay balanced.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And so I want that for that, because I can't walk outside like that.
Yeah, I could see that with your yard. Mine, I would say my yard is pretty even. I don't have any like little holes. Like I try to cover holes and not, because I will fall. I will fall, guys.
I try to level the ones like around, like in my orchard and like around the house and stuff like that. I try to level those out, but there's a lot of places.
Yeah, I could see with as big of a territory as yours that would be a problem.
Oh, that's what she was talking about, a loose screw. I thought Jan was saying she had a loose screw.
Just walk the incline. It's better. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, Linda at another time is
It's almost unbearable to walk outside right now, guys.
oh, it's so hot there.
It's better to walk inside. I have
Yeah,
an
you need to have a
indoor
treadmill
track.
where you can hold it. Yeah. No, don't do it. No, don't do it unless you have, railings to hold on to.
Yeah, my walking right now, I'm going to
Good,
start
yeah.
doing my walks around the house again, and I'm going to
Yeah, I have no pain other than because of the
be
injury.
composting. Working on my composting again.
Ooh, I want to get back to doing the wall Pilates again. I used to do that a lot. I used to do quite a lot of stuff until I had hurt myself. And so I'm getting back into it. I'm doing my stuff.
Doing your stuff.
I do all the stuff. I just needed to up, like I stretch every day, all the time, but I needed to up the types of stretching and doing more. Oh, I'm so glad. Look, we're loved. Yay.
Aw, thank you, Penny.
I'm cheering up now.
Heather, do you know about any collaborations going on in the next couple of months? Can you think of anything happening?
Well, there's this one lady that I know that's going to be doing one, but I'm not quite sure if I'm supposed to announce it.
Okay.
Somebody who's in this chat. Oh,
yeah, I know which one you're talking
what
about.
else is there? What else is there? I think
my apothecary got moved, but I don't know what month she's doing that in.
I think we're doing it in August, I think. And I've already got my project for that planned out. I'm really excited about it.
Fall Fest is going to be happening, but that'll be in October. So I'll start making announcements about that in September.
August. Yep. Okay. My home apothecary is in August.
That's good because
that's going to be really cool. And
a lot of herbs to harvest and stuff at that time too.
If you are interested in joining that and you haven't talked to Mountain Grandma Tammy, email her and get on the list to so email her. So it's a lot. It's just oh yeah, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, she has some going on, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember. Yeah, Jan, pull the string. You have to do it on Friday. Here, Kevin.
Pull the string.
Whoops, I didn't say that. Okay, she said. Jan is the one, the healthy meal starts the second week of July. So if you would like to be included in doing
July, okay.
Healthy meals collaboration with Simply Jan, email Simply Jan if you want to make and create a healthy meal. Sorry. So that'll be exciting. Isn't YouTube awesome for that? For what? What do they do?
Healthy meals. All right. Sounds good. Well, we got a lot of vegetables and herbs in from our garden, so that's the perfect time for my apothecary and healthy meals and things like that, because we have a lot of that stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I have zucchini coming out one ear and the other. A lot of zucchini.
Maybe you could try some
fermentation.
Yeah. Right.
Today, I'm actually making zucchini chips in my dehydrator. That's what I tried today. And I also have I cut up beets into little tiny pieces, and I'm going to make beet drink powder for health. And I'm also going to make powder to color the soap. So
yeah, that's
I've started on that. I've harvested 4 beets so far. I still have more to do. So
I'm going to be trying to do some milk and honey soaps. I got to get started on that soon so it has enough time to cure. Lots of projects, lots of things as
Did I
always.
tell you guys I ordered my second dehydrator? I
A
mean, not
second?
dehydrator,
Oh,
not dehydrator, hydroponic machine.
oh, that's
And that's
cool.
where I was going earlier, but I never got to that point. So,
We lost it somewhere.
second hydroponic machine,
That'll be cool.
germination.
That'll be cool to see what you do with it.
One zucchini and 2 Tramontina
Yeah.
squash.
So keep doing your things. Keep drinking your water. Add some lemon to it. It's good for you. Try some fermentation if you would like, if you don't already. And keep moving, keep stretching, keep trying to do what you can do. I know that some people have different limitations and things like that. So, working your way around it, and how can I figure out, how can I do certain things, right? And just keep going and going. And you might not notice things right away, like changes, like physically or whatever. It could be emotionally, it could be all kinds of things. And sometimes it just takes time. And just you don't quit. You just keep going forward.
The most important thing is, if you fall off the horse, climb back on the next day and just keep going, because the amount of days that you're eating healthier are going to lengthen your life, because eating those things are shortening our life. We're doing it on purpose. It's all in our control, and we just got to get a control of it all and try to do better. And I'm not at all perfect, but I know I need to work on it.
And do you make your own? I would like to know. Rolo. Yeah.
Rolo.
That's actually Charlie.
Oh.
My Charlie girl. She passed away. That picture, that was made from coffee and tea. A lady, my oldest daughter, gave her a picture of the dog, and the lady made it out of coffee and tea.
Like, even that dark black part there is really,
I don't know how, but it's all coffee and tea.
I've colored index cards with coffee, and it actually works better with instant coffee than it does with regular coffee.
Yeah, so she was smaller, but yeah, pretty similar, right? Yep. Yeah, I have one of Otis, the cow. And lovely. So, yep. So everybody do the things. We will see you next Wednesday, if not before. Well, on other things. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Gail, for joining me.
Thank you.
And next week we'll be on Gail's channel for Healthy Goals Wednesdays. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, you guys. It was nice catching up and nice seeing everybody, and have a wonderful evening.
Bye, guys.
So that is this. Bye now. Like,
I can do. Bye now.